When you look at someone else who has made progress in their life, you are empathetic, especially if they are the ones you love. You praise them, you say, amazing job. And when it comes to you, you are so tough on yourself and you say, oh my gosh, I could have done better. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. Yeah. Negative self-talk is not the best friend. Okay. Brené Brown said, talk to yourself the way you would talk to someone you love. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Soft Rebuild, where we talk all about rebuilding our lives softly, surely, and strongly. So self-talk is something that has really helped me, that has really changed my life. So early on, I used to really be in the victim mode, really say, oh my gosh, I'm unlucky. I have always so much on. Why is it always me who is doing this? Always used to feel like I am not enough. I don't do enough. I could have done better. Anything that's not happening right is my fault. It was all negative self-talk. And then what happened? More negative stuff started happening to me. After reading all the self-help books, I realized that, self-talk is so powerful. Words are super, super powerful. So when you talk to yourself, talk in a positive tone. Even if you're not feeling the best, you say, Neha, you have tried your best. So you use your name. Let's just say your name is Julie. Julie, you've done your best. You did what you could, and that's it. Well done. Give yourself a pat. I love giving myself a pat. You would know, I have so many things I do to myself. I give myself a cuddle. I give myself a pat if I do something really good. Once you start treating yourself as someone you love the most, you will see changes in your life. You will see how much you are respecting yourself. Positive self-talk is one of the first steps to increasing your respect in your own eyes. It was interesting. Once I had an incident where one of my friends was going through separation. She didn't have a child, and I was, and she didn't have any family here in Australia. And I was so empathetic, and I was like, oh my gosh, is there anything else I can do? Is there anything I can do for you? At that time, I was going through a difficult time in my own relationship as well, heading towards divorce. She didn't need any help. She was okay, but it was just, I was so empathetic to her. But when my separation/divorce, or whatever you want to call it, happened, I used to talk a lot to my extended family, etc. Now, at that time, again, divorce was not the best thing that could happen, that happens to your family. It was a lot of negative thing around divorce. And I used to always blame myself for the divorce, right? So that self-talk around, blaming myself for bad marriage or bad relationship, or because I don't cook well, or whatever could be the reason, right? That negative self-talk made it worse. And then once I started saying, you know what, Neha, you do so many good things. Cooking is not the end of the world. You can hire someone to cook, or you can cook basic things. So converting your weakness to something that find a solution. Let's just say you are amazing at cooking, but you don't get time to clean the house. You are amazing at so many other things. If there's one thing that you don't get time for, or you're not good at, outsource it, delegate it, or, take some time off and do it. Or don't do it. Seriously, it's not going to make any difference, right? So if something that you think you're not good at, first of all, stop blaming yourself, because we are humans, and there are certain things we will be very good at, and there are other things we won't be good at, and it's okay. We can't be best at everything. We can be great at some things, we can be good at something, then we can be okay at something, and we cannot be okay at other things, right? Because we are humans, all right? So please talk to yourself positively. Be kind to you. Now let's talk about self-talk in a work environment. Let's just say you had a deadline, but the client didn't give you information, or there was something that was out of your control, but then even then you say, oh, I wish I had started this earlier, sooner. I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. But instead say, well done for what you've achieved. I'm going to find a solution as to how do I manage this. Do I talk to the authority? What do I do? Because when we start having positive self-talk, then we can find better solutions to any problem. Okay? Let's just say a problem has happened, and that has happened. It's out of your control now. It's done. Now, you can go two ways about it. Either you can play victim mode or keep blaming yourself. We won't be able to find a good solution in that scenario. Option 2 is where you say, okay, this has happened. Sure, I tried my best. Okay, and I'm going to find a better solution on how do we solve this now. So when we have positive self-talk, the solutions change, the way we think change, because we are supporting us. When you support you, you can find amazing solutions. Okay? On that note, a quick practice of radical compassion to yourself. There is an acronym called RAIN, R-A-I-N, by Tara. I don't know how to say the last name. I think it's Tara Brach. So T-A-R-A, the first name, and last name is B-R-A-C-H. So what RAIN is: R for recognize, A for allow, I for investigate, N for nurture. So you want to recognize what's going on. Can be done just in your mind, saying, okay, this is what's going on. Okay, we don't need a full report for that. Just recognize. Allow the experience. Let the emotions come in. Just let them come in. Don't judge them. Don't get upset about them. Just let them flow. The emotions, the feelings, that's allowing. Investigate with interest and care. So you might ask yourself, what needs most attention? How am I experiencing this in my body? What am I believing? What does it most need? So that's your investigation part, and then nurture that part. Let's just say you're stressing out and like you're finding some body part is getting impacted. Then you nurture that part. Or you feel like your heart is getting heavy. Then you nurture your heart. And then how you nurture your heart is on you. You could cuddle yourself like I do. You could do some breathing exercises. You could give yourself a fruit or an ice cream. So as long as there's self-compassion and self-care in that step, you are good. Okay. Next time when you find yourself having negative self-talk, catch yourself. Like, how do I convert this into positive? I haven't been going to the gym. How do I make it positive? I'm going to find time and dedicate 30 minutes a day to go to the gym. And do that on a day you can't go, like, it's okay, I'm looking after my body and energy. Today I don't have it. I'm going to go tomorrow. Instead of saying, oh gosh, why didn't I go to the gym today? It's okay. One day of missing the gym is going to be fine. Nothing's going to happen, okay? So just create positive self-talk. See and notice and observe the positive changes within your life. It changed a lot of things in my personal life and work life. And I'm sure it will for you as well, because you are amazing. You've got to talk positively about you. All right. On that note, please share with me. Would love to know what has changed in your life after you do self-talk. After you do positive self-talk. Now, positive self-talk is not something you practice today and tomorrow you forget. This is going to try making it as, as your second nature. Try making you as part of your life. Thank you very much. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Remember, You're not broken, you are becoming. You chose to pause, you chose to feel, you chose to rebuild. You are loved, you are seen, you matter. I believe in your rise and the soft power of healing on your own terms. So go inwards and rediscover